Hey, welcome to Hollywood Happens. I'm John McQuilkin. Thanks for tuning in. Our top story today, Lady Gaga's new album, Born This Way, is now available, and it is sure to be her biggest selling album of all time. Now, Lady Gaga burst onto the music scene with her debut album, The Fame, back in August of 2008, and since then her career has skyrocketed, making her one of the biggest names in music. No, she is not a flash in the pan nor a one-hit wonder. She is now up there with the likes of Cher and Madonna. Hey, do you have a favorite Lady Gaga song? Mine is The Telephone, and of course Born This Way, but leave me a comment, let me know what yours is. Oscar de la Hoya is in rehab, ladies and gentlemen. He voluntarily checked himself in for substance abuse, allegedly cocaine and alcohol. He blames his marital infidelities on his substance abuse, and while he says he wasn't at rock bottom, he wanted to take care of the problem before it got out of control. So I applaud him for that. And get this, folks, this is very, very sad news. Wrestling legend Macho Man Randy Savage is dead. He died down in Florida. He crashed his car into a tree. And the wrestling world will never be the same. This is a huge loss. My condolences go out to his family and friends. He was 58 years old. Ready for the Arnold Schwarzenegger update? The media is now making his mistress slash housekeeper out to be the villain, saying she's a man-eater, that she seduced him, that she's a social climber, that she hated her own race. Give me a break. I think Arnold's team is working overtime on damage control, don't you think? I mean, she's the villain, she's the bad guy. Last time I checked, it takes two to tango. What do you think? Besides, he's a man, isn't he? Okay. Did you guys go see a film this past weekend? If you did, you probably saw Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, because that film dominated at the box office, bringing in $90.1 million. Coming in number 2 was Bridesmaids for $21.1 million for a grand total of $57.5 million. Coming in number 3, Thor brought in $15.5 million for a grand total of $145 million. Fast 5, another $10.6 for a grand total of $186 million. That film is doing phenomenal. And rounding out the top 5 for the third week in a row, Rio brought in $4.6 million for a grand total of $132 million. So if you went to see a film this past weekend, on behalf of the box office, I would like to give you a great big thank you. Celebrating a birthday today, Drew Carey turns 53, and Dynasty's very own, the beautiful, the lovely Joan Collins, 78 years old. Can you believe it? And I'm sure they're both watching, so I just want to wish both of them a great big old Hollywood Happens happy birthday. On this day in history, back in 1934, the notorious criminals Bonnie and Clyde were shot dead by Texas and Louisiana State Police. In 1967, they made a film about their lives, starring Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. Here's your quote of the day, and it comes from Lady Gaga herself. She says that if you don't have any shadows, you're not in the light. That's a good quote, isn't it? Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Please keep in mind that in addition to being the unofficial spokesperson of Hollywood, I'm also a top Los Angeles real estate agent. So if you know anyone thinking of buying or selling a home anywhere in Los Angeles, make sure they contact me. Well, again, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm John McQuilkin, and I'll see you in Hollywood.